Hello everyone, it's Breanna here with the Paper and Ink Boutique. It is World Cardmaking Day and I am here to share the 4 cards that I created using the It's a Vibe collection from Simply Stated, which these items are in your kit. These are the ones I chose. You are going to have at the end a few pieces of ephemera left over, so there is room for you to play around. But I'm here going to show you how I made these 4 cards and hopefully inspire you to use your kit. Or if you didn't purchase a kit, that's totally okay too. I hope you are inspired regardless and make some cards on World Card Making Day. I'm going to be doing 4 videos. So in this video, we'll cover card 1, and then I'll do a video for each of the 4 cards. But card number 1, let's get into it. We are going to start with this fun card. It's probably my favorite out of the bunch. I really enjoy doing different shapes for my cards, and all of these elements came together really, really nicely. So I am going to show you how I put together this card. I've already done my die cutting ahead of time, but I'll walk you through what I did. So I've got the stripe pattern paper, which is in your kit. So basically what I did with this is I used this stamp set from Trinity Stamps. It's their circle shape card die set. Lots of elements in here. This is what I used, but it's really fun because it comes with basically pieces to create a donut card, which I have done. It is a lot of fun. But for this card, I just used this die from the set. I used it to do my card base, and I used it to cut out my circle. If you don't have this die, don't worry. This will work with a nested circle die as well, like this one from Prism Studio. You can do the exact same thing. I use this one because it has that hinge in the middle, so I just put it down on my piece of white cardstock, run it through my die cut machine, and got my card base. And then I did the same with the stripe piece, except I just used one side of the die there. Again, you can do this with a nested circle die as well. And then for this piece, I used the Visible Image. This is the Torn Fishnet die. Really, really fun die. At the time I'm recording this, I believe we were sold out, but I know I have ordered it. It's coming back in, so hopefully by the time this video comes out, we have it back in stock. But I thought it worked perfectly for this card, especially, these pieces are very, very 80s retro, and this I thought went super well with that. So we're going to be using that piece. And then I just used the large disco ball ephemera piece, the face piece, which is really cool, and then just a simple thank you sentiment. So, oh, and I almost forgot the embellishments too. So on here you can see some of these, I guess you'd call them, it'd be like a pearl, but they're flat backed, they're different colors, they're really nice pastel-y colors. And then it might be a little hard for it to show up on camera, but these little shiny bits are little tiny stars, which also come in this. This is from Trinity Stamps as well, the multicolored meteorite embellishment mix. Again, at the time I'm recording this, we're sold out, but we are planning on getting it back in stock. So hopefully we have it in time. If not, you can click that notify me button and be notified when it's back in stock. All right, so let's go ahead and put this together. Super straightforward. I like to build my background first and then apply it to my card base after. So first off, we are going to figure out how we want to use this piece because I'm not using the whole thing. You can see on here I used it for about half and then layered it on top. Let's see. Let's do it like that. I think that's roughly how I did it for my original card there. Yeah, let's go with that. So this is really fiddly, but it is definitely worth it. So I'm just going to go ahead and just start applying my glue. So I'm not going to be using this piece, so I won't bother putting glue on that piece. And I'm just going to put, because like I said, it is a little bit difficult, but liquid glue is kind of what I got. So I'm just going to put it in different areas and then I'll stick it down and see if I need to add any around the edges, but I'm not concerned about getting it all over, just so that it's anchored down. Let's see. Put some more down here. Now, this is not the most exciting thing to watch, but once it's done, it'll be smooth sailing from here. Okay. Go ahead and stick that down. And then there's just some pieces here around the edge. I will go ahead and just apply some more glue. There we go. All right. So now I am going to layer on my other pieces. So you can see in here, I've put my disco ball a little bit off of the card and then we're going to trim it. And then I had her just down there. And then the thank you in between. Okay. I always like to put my pieces down, figure out where I'm putting them, and then glue everything down. Just noticed I need a little bit more glue on this side here, so I'm just gonna quickly go in and do that. All right. So first we're gonna glue down our disco ball. Mhm. And then for her, I actually used foam. So we're gonna pop her up on some foam. Adds a little bit of a nice dimension. She's gonna go, I want her right at the bottom so she's not just a floating head. She's kind of, it makes sense. She's anchored. So we're just gonna go right there. Okay, and then with our thank you, some of it's gonna be up on her head and the other one is gonna be down here. So I'm gonna put a piece of foam on the side that's going on the disco ball to help keep it level with with the face that's already popped up there, and then I'll use liquid glue on the other side to adhere it. Peel that off. And there we go. Okay, so now while those elements are drying and setting, I am now going to go around and trim all these extra bits off. There we go. Oop, there we go. Okay. Well, that's coming together quite nicely. So much fun. So much fun. All right, and then I'm just gonna trim that bit off there. And you can see, oh, might be a little bit hard to see. There is a little piece of that circle sticking out there. I am just gonna trim that piece because this is actually going to help when we have the card on our card base. And with these circle cards, you can leave them rounded. That's totally fine. You can leave them rounded. Looks great. But I find sometimes, depending on how heavy your card front is, it tends to rock or roll, rock and roll. So I do like to, for this card at least, and probably going forward, I just trim the bottom slightly, and that just helps the cards kind of just stay in place once it's standing up, gives it a little bit more stability. Okay. We're not quite ready to put this on our card base yet. I am going to add my embellishments. There we go. Just dump it all out and see what you can find. And I'm just going to pick a few in different sizes, different colors. Let's see, here's a small purple one. There we go. And then we need a couple of stars, which are super, super tiny. So I'm just going to bring in my pickup tool here. Grab a couple, place them on her head. Like so. Go. And then I'm just going to glue them down. Oops. And it's going to just zoom in just a smidge. There you go. That's better. Come on. Nope. It's not like to stay on. Oh my goodness. Hello? Don't know why it's not liking, not wanting to stick. So pull out the other tool. There we go. goodness. Okay. Almost there. Now we just have to glue down our little stars. Which are very itty bitty. There you go. And to finish it off, we are going to come in with some Wink of Stella. One of my favorite products. I use it on pretty much all of my cards. I just love that it adds a nice little shimmer. Nothing crazy, but it's just so pretty. So I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna do her glasses, her eyeshadow, her lips, make her look super, super glam. Let's see, did I do anything else? No, I think that's about it. And then I did do some of the squares on the disco ball as well. Okay. Now we are ready to glue it onto our card base. Sure, put it all straight. You can use double-sided adhesive for this. I'm using liquid glue just because it's next to me, but I usually interchange between the two, depending on my mood, I guess. Okay, there we go. So there is card number 1. Card number 1 all done. How gorgeous is that? Ugh, I love it so much. Love, love, love. Awesome. Well, thank you for watching video number 1. Tune in to video number 2, and we will go into our next card. Thank you so much.